Okay, we are recording. We're live. Thank you for being on tonight's call. I'm so excited that you're on and that you took the time to be here, because it really means that you're interested in this opportunity, that it's something that you may be tossing around the idea of becoming a coach. And so tonight's call really is ultimately just to give you a much better idea of what a coach is and what we do and what this opportunity looks like, because it's really important for you to know what's going on and to know the details before you get started. And so that's what I'm going to do. My name is Emily Copeland. I am a diamond coach with Beachbody. And I am a wife, a pastor's wife, and I have a little 2-year-old. I say little, she's getting really big really fast, but I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and then we actually have our second daughter due here at the end of April. And so life is about to get even busier for us in the next few months, but we're really excited. We are so excited to have another little girl running around. Colston, my husband, is definitely outnumbered. So anyways, that's a little bit about me. I am representing our team of coaches tonight, our Team 180. And basically, Team 180, we are a group of people who are very passionately driven to help other people get healthy and fit. And we just love sharing our own personal stories and testimonies, because everyone is different. Every single story of every coach on our team is a little bit different. And that's what we love about our team, is the diversity and what we have, our backgrounds, our past, but we're all very, very passionate about our future together. And so Team 180, it stands for everybody on the team has made 180-degree turn from maybe a not so healthy lifestyle to a lifestyle that includes health and fitness, that includes accountability and support. And that's really ultimately what we want and desire for our customers and for our friends and family. And that is why we coach. That is our purpose. And that's what drives us on a daily basis to do what we do. So that's a little bit more about Team 180. I've got notes, so if you see me looking, I apologize, but I don't want to miss anything tonight. I'm really excited to talk to all of you and to really just give you a better idea of what coaching is. So before I kind of tell you a little bit more about the company, I want to tell you a little bit more about my story and my journey with Beachbody, because it's a real story behind the company. And I decided to do this for many reasons and become a coach for many reasons, but wanted to just share a little bit of background with you. So I actually started I would call it my health journey back when I was in high school, junior high to high school, late junior high. I was kind of scouted, kind of not, for a modeling agency, and was signed with Elite Model Management out of Chicago when I was 15. And so when I was 14, they were looking at me. They wanted to sign me, but they just wanted to make sure that I was old enough. So they waited a year until I turned 15. And I'll never forget, the day driving to Chicago, because I lived in Detroit. So we drove there with my family, and we didn't really know what to expect. I walked into this agency and they signed me there on the spot that day. And it was really exciting. And I really didn't know what to expect. I was just a very young girl, very just a beanpole of a girl who never thought anything about the way I looked. I just thought I was tall and lanky and kind of awkward, which I was. That's not far from the truth. But they saw something in me, which was cool. So that started my journey with now viewing my body a lot differently, because other people began poking and prodding and making comments, and my work was about my body. And so for all of high school, I was very, very involved in modeling. I traveled a lot. I traveled even internationally a little bit. And it was really a big part of my life. And so I learned a lot during that time about myself, because I was challenged to, I had to constantly keep my weight under control. I had to constantly be just ready for anything, for anybody, any company to call me and say, hey, we need you for this next week. And so I had to always be ready. And so I had to learn how to eat well, or eat the right amount of food in order to keep my body weight really low. And so I never really had a good idea of how to do that. I remember, really struggling with it and just thinking, okay, I just have to cut back and restrict and restrict and restrict, because the more I eat, the more potential I have to gain weight. And that's dangerous. And that was bad. To gain an ounce was just the worst thing in the whole world. And luckily I never struggled with a true long-term eating disorder, but I definitely struggled in that area because I just didn't know. And in high school, I remember my mom, I would spend hours at the gym, and I remember my mom actually ordered Turbo Jam. So if you know anything about Beachbody, one of the very first programs was called Turbo Jam. Chalene Johnson, so the PiYo, creator of PiYo, she had one of her first programs, and my mom bought it off the infomercial, and she, I was doing the program at home, and I was like, this is so much fun. I could not believe how fun working out was. I really and truly couldn't. It was just crazy. Because to me, working out was getting up early, going to the gym, getting on the treadmill for 45 minutes, or running for 45 minutes or something, and then just barely eating. That was kind of my routine. And so obviously that there's no fun in that whatsoever. And so when I did Turbo Gym, I was like, I cannot believe that working out can actually be this much fun. I'm dancing, I'm sweating, but I'm laughing, I'm having so much fun. And so, after high school, I actually ended up resigning from the agency because as my body grew, I could not stay the same weight that the agency required of me because, obviously you set goals for yourself. And one of my goals was to get to New York. Well, New York has it's very obviously high-end fashion. So we're looking at runway, and a lot of runway models have to be very, very, very thin, like extra thin, you know what I mean? So, and they wanted that for me, but I just could never get my body down to be that small. And I remember one time I did get down to about the size they wanted me, and I just couldn't maintain it. And so, that's really hard on a teenage girl when, your body's under so much scrutiny and you can't do what they want you to do. And if you could just control how much you eat and control your exercise and all of these things, maybe I could do it. I could please them and I could reach these goals that they want me to reach. But I just couldn't do it. And it was so much more stress than anything. So I had the decision to make because I was graduating high school, and I decided that I wanted to resign from the agency and be done, at least for the time being. That way I could feel somewhat normal and live somewhat normal of a schedule and a life and go to college. And so problem is that when you have years of restricting your calorie intake and working out, and then you go instantly from that to not restricting your calories and not working out because you want to rebel against this whole system, you end up gaining weight because your body doesn't really know how to process all of the food you're stuffing in your face. I have a terrible sweet tooth, and if you know me, we've had conversations, or if you've been on my page, I have a terrible sweet tooth. So I ended up gaining almost 50 pounds between the time I graduated high school and by the end of my freshman year of college. And as a former model, that was very, 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 very difficult. That was like probably the toughest time of my life, was just trying to deal with that and cope with that. Because if you've ever been there, if you've ever gained weight in your life and been really unhappy with the way you look, you can understand the feeling of just not even wanting to look at yourself when you're getting ready in the morning. You're just really disgusted and fed up and tired of the way you look and the way you feel. And I've been there. I mean, I was there. And so what happened after that was I ended up getting married. I met my husband and we ended up getting married, and he loved me for the size that I was. And Lord bless him. And, I'm so thankful for that, of course. And, but we ended up getting married, and then we moved to California. So when I moved to California, of course I had been very aware of Beachbody because I did Turbo Gym and I loved it. And so when I moved to California, I became a coach, because I saw that Chalene Extreme program was coming out, and I met my dear, dear, dear friend, Michelle Myers, and she was a coach already. So I signed up with her. and I began the coaching opportunity, and I loved it, but I didn't really fully invest in the opportunity at that point. And so, because I was living in Southern California, I actually got a really cool opportunity with the Beachbody's consultant. So the company had a consultant that worked for them, and he needed an assistant, and I was local. And so I thought, man, what a great opportunity. I like to be behind the scenes. I'm very task driven. And so I went to work for him. And so I got to be at all the Beachbody events from the very beginning. I got to mingle with, the top successful coaches now. And I actually ended up being the personal assistant to 7 or 8 different top coaches that you would recognize their names now. And so I worked behind the scenes of Beachbody, and I knew the company. I know how the business runs. I know all the different styles that different coaches, the way that they run their businesses. And so I got to know a lot. And so, that was really cool. And I started really getting back into Beachbody programs. I started drinking Shakeology at that time, and it blew my mind how awesome it was. And so then, I was hooked, but I had quit as a coach. So I wasn't coaching. But then my husband and I moved to Texas, and I had our first little girl at that point. And of course you gain the weight. I gained 35 pounds, which is great. I mean, that's for being pregnant, that's a good weight to gain. But I wanted to get back in shape. So once we moved to Texas, I started Insanity, which many of you probably know or have seen or have heard of, or have heard somebody who has done the program and had crazy results. Well, I was one of those people who got crazy results. I mean, it was the first program after baby, and I could not believe I literally in 60 days got in better shape after I had just had a baby a few months prior than I ever had been in shape before in my life. I was in better shape. I had better muscle tone. I was stronger. I was leaner. I mean, it was just like, how is this even possible? I just had a baby, for goodness sake. So that was what really spurred me on. And I ended up deciding to coach again, because first of all, I knew how the business worked. I had worked as, the personal assistant, like I said, to other coaches. So I knew how to run the business. And so I thought, man, this is the best opportunity. And I love coaching. I love what these programs do. I'm addicted to Shakeology. And so it was the best case scenario for me. And it was a great way for me to be able to keep myself accountable, because as a coach, you have customers and other coaches who keep you accountable literally on a daily basis. And that's one of the best things about this business, is that if nothing else, you are truly walking into a built-in accountability system to where you are held accountable to your workouts every day, literally every day, and eating well. And it is so fantastic, because that's something that most people don't have. That's why so many people fail in their health and fitness, is because they don't have accountability. And with coaching, it is built in on a daily basis, which I love. And so, anyway, I ended up becoming a coach. I've been a coach for a little over a year and a half now. And I've really, I'm beyond grateful for this opportunity. It's literally changed everything. I mean, our financial situation has improved. I get to stay at home with my daughter, and with this next daughter, she is new, but our next daughter who's on the way, I get to be at home with them. I get to create my own schedule. I get to work when I want to work, and I get to be with my girl when I get to, whenever I need to. But I also have built so many incredible relationships, and I've been held accountable to not just my health and fitness, but the healthiest form of health and fitness. So I don't struggle with counting calories and restricting anymore. I don't struggle with, hating my workouts, and I enjoy my workouts. I don't always love working out, but I love the workouts that I do. And I get to I get to invest in other people. And so it's really just the coolest opportunity. So that's a little bit more about me and my journey. That's kind of where I come from. And that is what has brought me here to today, to having this call with you, to sharing this opportunity, because it is so phenomenal. And I can't stop talking about it. It's something that is very, just very, very near and dear to my heart. So I want to tell you a little bit more about the company, because I know we have 15 minutes left, and I don't want to take up any more of your time than that. But I do want to tell you a little bit about the company as it's just very important. So, about Beachbody. You've heard of P90X, you've heard of Insanity, you may have even heard of, Shakeology and those things by now. So you know a little bit more. You've seen the infomercials at 2:00 in the morning or 7 a.m. in the morning. You've heard about the transformation stories. You've seen it. You've heard about these crazy at-home workout programs that get crazy results, right? So I want to tell you a little bit more about how Beachbody started, because this is so key to why Beachbody is so different from other companies. Way back in the day, in the 90s, late 90s, Tony Horton, who is the creator of P90X, he and Carl Deichler, who is the CEO of Beachbody, they got together because they met and they had this idea that, hey, we're going to create these workout programs, and we're going to sell them. We'll do infomercials, the whole 9 yards. Because Tony, as you know, is such a character and is such a great salesperson and trainer. And they put out the P90 program, and there were a couple others that you may not recognize necessarily off the bat, but they put these out there, and they did incredible. Like, P90 was huge. I even remember my dad ordered P90, and I remember he called me down. He was doing his workout in the basement. He's like, Emily, you got to come down here and check this out. He said, he goes, you'll never believe it. This is a workout you get to do at home, like wherever you want to do it. He's like, and they're just push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. But man, I'm so sore and I love this. And I just remember him being so excited about this workout program. And at the time I was like, okay, that's cool, but the truth is that really it's so effective. And so the two of them, Carl Deichler and Tony Horton, they had great success with the sales. They sold tons and tons of workout programs. But the problem is that they realized that too many people were buying the programs and then letting them sit on the shelves at home. Like, these people were buying programs, but not necessarily doing them and getting great results from them. Because, like I said, accountability is so key to a successful health and fitness journey, that if you don't have it, more than likely you're not going to succeed, because you don't have any drive or motivation or anybody saying, hey, checking in on you. How's it going? Tell me more, or working out with you. And so they understood that, hey, we need to get a system in place. We've got this amazing workout program. We have great nutritional guides and meal plans and all these things, but we don't have the accountability that goes with it. And so then the coaching opportunity a few years later was born. And that's where we come in. So as coaches, we get to be the people who connect our customers, our friends and family and strangers, to these at-home workout programs. But the cool thing is we're not just selling them programs. We don't just sell people, P90 or Insanity or Paya. We don't just sell those things. When somebody buys one of those programs from us, or Shakeology or a supplement, whatever it is that we have to offer that they end up buying, that begins our journey with those people. And we get to actually start and hold their hand the whole way through. We get to coach them. We get to encourage them, support them, motivate them to get the best results possible. So our job as coaches, is to walk with people through their journey, not just sell them a DVD program and be done with it. We get to do life with people. We get to watch their health change and watch their health change their family's life and their future. We get to see so many cool things happen all along the way. And that is probably the best part about being a coach, is that we get to see this life transformation happen. It starts and it grows and it flourishes. And all of a sudden you've got this incredible transformation story that you get to be a part of. And I love that. I love it so much. It just gets me so fired up. Beachbody's purpose is, and their slogan is to end the trend of obesity. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's why we have the top of the line nutrition. We've got Shakeology, which is the healthiest, literally they've named it the healthiest meal of the day, but Shakeology is like throwing the healthiest salad on the planet plus a bunch of superfoods into a blender and drinking it. That's what Shakeology is, but you don't have to worry about any artificial junk that they sneak into so many of those shakes out there that you're like, your mind would be blown if you knew all the stuff that was in those shakes that is secret hidden ingredients, but they're sold as weight loss shakes or good shakes for you. But with Shakeology, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's literally whole foods. It's dense nutrition. It is top of the line nutrition that will help you get your health to where you want it to be, and not just weight loss. In fact, this is not a weight loss shake. This is a health shake. But as you know, when you're giving your body the right nutrients, when you're feeding it the right proper vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients, everything, when you're giving it what it needs and what it requires on a daily basis without the artificial junk, weight loss is just a byproduct of a healthy lifestyle. Your body can't cling and hang on to that body fat when you're giving it what it needs and not giving it what it doesn't need, right? So Shakeology just makes everything so simple. If you've ever had Shakeology, you know how much easier your life is, because for me, we make 3 shakes a day. I make one for my toddler, one for me, and one for my husband. And I know that every morning when I make them their shakes, they're getting all the vitamins and nutrients that their body needs. They're getting all their fruits and vegetables that they need for the day in one shake that's chocolatey, by the way, for breakfast. And I don't have to worry that, man, are they getting enough nutrients in for all of these meals that I'm creating? Because I'm just the worst cook on the planet. I'll be the first one to admit that. So I know that with Shakeology, I'm very confident, and I know how great it is. And it's really been a game changer for my family. But, Beachbody has these incredible, incredible products. And of course, these workout programs that get results. I mean, people ask me all the time, does it really work? I'm like, if you follow this workout program and you watch what you're eating, it works. And when you show up every day and you hit play and you give it 100%, it works. That's it. There's no however or but or whatever. It works. That's the thing. Bottom line. Okay, so, and the other thing about Beachbody before I continue is that obviously, like I said before, they do all the infomercials. So Beachbody does all of the advertising for you. We do not have to do the advertising ourselves. And that's what makes our job so easy, is that Beachbody does the advertising. We now get to connect the people to the programs and then hold their hand through the journey and help them and encourage them and support them, like I said. And so we are very blessed in that sense, is that we get to do that, and that Beachbody does it for us. They spend millions of dollars on advertising for us. So the job's already done. Okay, so let's talk about coaching a little bit more. Obviously, like I said, the purpose of coaching is to end the trend. We are helping people get connected to workouts that work, nutrition that will blow your mind, and we get to walk with them on the journey. We provide them with unwavering support on a daily basis through challenge groups, through online fitness boot camps, and maybe through local events and get-togethers on a weekly basis. But I know for me personally, and a lot of the coaches on our Team 180, most of us do all of our business online because there's such a great need, and we can host online boot camps and keep everybody accountable and everybody in the loop, and people get amazing results. As coaches, we become better because of the fact that we are constantly working on our health. We get to help other people, which there's nothing better than that, watching other people grow and getting to be a part of that. The cool thing too is that you don't have to have any experience as a coach. And that's one of the biggest questions that I think people have is, well, I'm not in great shape, or I don't have experience, or, hey, I still have 30 pounds to lose or more. And that's a big concern. And I totally get it. That's absolutely legitimate when you think about being a health and fitness coach. But here's the thing. There's no requirement to be at your healthiest weight, to be at your, to lose weight before you become a coach. In fact, here's my thing. And this is what I always tell my coaches. How cool would it be, and how cool is it for coaches who have a journey that they're just starting? I want to lose this amount of weight. I want to get off this kind of medication. I want to get healthy for my family. I want to finally be lean and strong for my kids and be able to chase them around. How cool is it to watch their journey happen and not wait for them to get to the end to where, they finally have achieved results. And here I am, boom, look at my results. people want to see the journey. So if you're afraid at all about, I'm just not there yet, physically, I want to lose more, or I don't have any experience with health and fitness, I don't know how to coach somebody. We coach out of experience. We coach out of the things that have worked for us. But you know what? We also coach out of a heart that I want to help you. I'm starting my journey today, and I want you to start your journey with me today. And that's a great, great place to be as a coach. So don't let inexperience or you not being at your goal weight or the fear of, I just don't know what to do as a coach, stop you. Because first of all, as a part of our team, you're going to be mentored on a daily basis. You are going to be given all of the tools and resources that you need to be a successful coach right off the bat. So you've got to just show up with your guns blazing, ready to help people get healthy. And we've got all the tools. We've got everything ready for you. You just have to make the decision. Yes, I want to be a coach. Yes, I want to help people get healthy. I want to become the healthiest me possible. And I want to really create a business, an income, and a schedule that I want, that I need in my life or for my family. And if you want that, we've got everything else to help you be successful and help you get there. So here, I already covered that. We create our own schedule. It's up to us. And I'll never tell you that it's not a lot of hard work, because you're building a business. And if this is something to where you want to build an income that you can work from home, full-time or part-time, whatever, it takes work. It's a business. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. It's not a pyramid scheme, which is something totally unrelated. This is a business, and you get to be the CEO, which may seem scary, but think of how exciting that is. Think about how you get to create the future that you want, the schedule, that you get to create what you want to do as a Beachbody coach, but you've got to show up and do the work. As a coach, you get to become a part of the Team 180 family. And I know I've mentioned this a few times, but being a part of our community and our fitness family is so awesome. I mean, I hope and I pray that if you decide to explore this opportunity and to join our team, that you'll get to experience the amazing coaches that are on our team that just love people and love to be helpful and to have really seen their life change a lot too. So like I said earlier too, we host online boot camps, online challenge groups. And this is where we are able to really coach people one-on-one. And like I said, you don't have to have experience. You don't have to know all the answers, but you have to be willing to help people. And the cool thing is Beachbody gives you all the templates that you need. So if you want to host an online boot camp, Beachbody has daily posts that you can put into a group that's going to help your customers and your friends and family be successful in their health and weight loss. So all the hard work's really all done for you. You have to just show up and decide that you want to help people get healthy. As a coach, you get a 25% discount on all things Beachbody, everything, Shakeology, all the workout programs, all the supplements, and you also earn a 25% income. So, or commission, I'm sorry. So your income comes from two places. The first one is obviously retail. By selling the workout programs and Shakeology, you earn the 25% commission off of every single thing. So, if you sold a bag of Shakeology, you make about $32, $33 on a bag of Shakeology that you sell, which is pretty good. So that's just an example, but you earn 25%. Another way to earn, obviously, is to build a team. And by building a team, you are actually multiplying your income. So when you sell things retail wise, you're going to add to your income. You're going to add $30 here or $80 here or whatever. But when you build a team, you're going to be multiplying your income because you benefit from your team and what they're doing, which is really exciting. So that is a little bit more about coaching. And I just wanted to cover real quick how to sign up. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. The first one is if you are considering this opportunity, if you think, man, this sounds like a great fit for me, you can get a challenge pack, which would be my recommendation. If you are ready to go all in and you're ready, you're saying, man, I'm all about this. I want to get healthy myself. I want to dive in head first. I want to invest in this business. I'm ready to go. Buy a challenge pack. A challenge pack is a workout program with a month supply of Shakeology discounted. And when you buy a challenge pack, you actually get to sign up for free. There's a $40 fee normally to sign up, but when you buy a challenge pack, you sign up for free at any point. So if you've bought a challenge pack and you've been considering about coaching, you still get to sign up for free anytime. There's a form you'd need to fill out if that's the case, but buying a challenge pack, that just gives you the program, it gives you the nutrition, it gives you everything you need to start with confidence, knowing that you're working on yourself and that you have the tools to be able to share, and you'll have the experience to share with people how you like Shakeology and how you like the program and what it's doing for you. Another way, like I said, to sign up is to simply pay the $40 sign up fee. And now think about this. How many businesses, like if you think about a franchise, like if you're going to go open up a Subway, I don't know. I don't know exactly how much a Subway is to open, but I'm assuming if you were to open up a storefront, a franchise storefront, you're going to be paying probably anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000, if not more. Could be more than that. But with Beachbody Coaching, you have unlimited opportunity to grow this business. I know people personally who have turned this business into $1 million plus business. And guess what they did? They paid $40, just like you and me, to sign up. That's it. And that's why it's such a great opportunity for $40. It shouldn't even be a question if you have any desire to run this business and to build this business. There is a $15.95 a month website fee. But what that gives you is it gives you 3 websites, one of which is a Shakeology website. And that talks all about Shakeology, but they can also order from you on that Shakeology website. There's an Ultimate Reset, which is one of our other programs. It's more involved. It's got a lot of components to it, and so they wanted to make sure, just like with Shakeology, give it its own website so that there was just all the information in one place. And then a third and the best website to me is the Team Beachbody website. So you have your entire online store, because as a coach, you don't ship anything. Beachbody, you send your customers to your website and they order from you, and Beachbody ships them their stuff and you are done. Not done with the customer, but you don't have to order anything and then ship it back out or deliver it. Oh, that was such a mess. I can't imagine doing that. And so Beachbody does all of that for you. And so you have your entire online store where they order, you just send them the link. And then you also have your entire online office. And this, my friends, I would pay double every month just for the online office, because or triple. There are unlimited resources. There's personal development. You get Beachbody tracks everything for you on this back office. And so it is so amazing that everything is in one place. So you get all of those things for $15.95 a month. That's it. And it's quite fantastic. So with all of these things said, I'm sure you have questions. I'm sure that you're wondering if this is something for you, and maybe your heart is stirred and you are thinking, this is really what I've been waiting for. This is the one opportunity I am just so excited and geeked about, because I know that I've been waiting for something like this. And if that's you, if that's the case, I want you to talk to the person who invited you to this call and let them know you're ready to sign up. You're ready to take this opportunity and you're ready to take the plunge and to try it. And I always tell anybody who's interested, give it 6 months. Commit to 6 months of this business and truly working the business, and go from there. And give it everything you've got. Learn everything you can. Help as many people as you possibly can, and work on yourself and embrace the accountability that you get as a coach. But if you're kind of on the fence, I will also say to you, try it for 6 months. It doesn't hurt anything. You're not going to be out a ton of money. Try coaching for 6 months, because in 6 months, this opportunity could begin to really change your life. and your health in your future. And I want that for you so much because I've experienced it myself. And I know people, so many people who are coaches who this opportunity has completely changed their life because they committed to the first 6 months, and then went beyond that. So contact the person who invited you to this call. Let them know where you stand. Ask them any and all questions that you have about this opportunity, and go from there. And I really think that you will find so many blessings, and you will be so enriched because of this opportunity. So I hope that you can join our team, the Team 180 family. I would love to welcome you to our team family and to really get started and get to know you better. So just want to say thank you so much for being on tonight's call. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being on.